back at 7:30 on this Friday morning. We being Elizabeth Vargas, Al Roker, and myself, Matt Lauer, because Bryant, Katie, and Willard are not here.
Right.
And
That's good.
Yeah, thanks. A Friday morning, the 15th day of April, 1994. You know what that means? Income tax day.
Oh, no.
Ahead in this hour, the new debate over smoking. The tobacco industry took its lumps on Capitol Hill Thursday, had a hearing in the House. This morning, the industry fights back. And for those of you still looking for an exercise you and your body can live with, Elizabeth will show you something new. It's called chair dancing.
Ready to add a cha-cha-cha. Touch, touch, cha-cha-cha. Touch, touch, cha-cha-cha.
I want you to know that that's going to be the highlight of my morning.
Now,
I'm wondering why
Matt,
Katie took off today.
Yeah.
I can, just a moment, we'll take a break right here. This is Today on NBC.
Next on theCUBE.
And we are back at, 8:30 on this Friday morning. Elizabeth Vargas, Al Roker, I'm Matt Lauer. Bryant and Katie and Willard all have the day off and they'll be back on Monday. Hey, another new movie opens this weekend. It opens today. It's called Cops and Robersons. It stars Chevy Chase, and Chevy plays an uptight accountant who has secretly always wanted to be a cop. And we'll talk to him about it in just a few minutes. Elizabeth?
And Matt, in just a few minutes, I'm already laughing about
Yeah, I know why.
In just a few moments, I'm going to go slip into some workout clothing so that I can introduce you to a new form of exercise in this half hour. Stop laughing, Al. It's called chair dancing, and even though that says it all, you really have to see this to believe it.
You got it.
Al's laughing, but wait till he sees the leotard we have hanging in the green room for him.
Just for you.
You know, I have to file environmental impact statements before I put those things on, so I can't do it.
For those of you who might be burning the midnight oil trying to get those taxes out before the deadline, I do not have to tell you about stress. Well, stop what you're doing and watch this. We've got something this morning to help you release all that tension, and it's a new exercise called chair dancing. The exercises are described as low-impact aerobics designed for all sizes and all ages. It's popular among expectant mothers and people with arthritis, and yes, it does get the heart going. At least that's what Jodi Stolove says. She's got a video out called Appropriately Chair Dancing, and she's here this morning to put me through my paces. Good morning, Jodi.
Good morning.
Is this for I mean, come on, you got to look at this and think this is for somebody who doesn't ever work out at all.
No, I know it's hard to believe, but even you, being in good shape that you are, you will get your heart rate up. I get my heart rate up to my target heart rate. On my tape, I explain how people can make sure they do the right amount. So if they're not in great shape, they'll do a little bit smaller movements, a little bit less, and you and I will do it with a little more gusto.
And you started this because you're a dancer and you broke your foot, so you had no other option, no other way to work out and keep in shape except by sitting in a chair.
That's right. You know, I found out that I was really feeling frustrated because I couldn't dance and exercise, and much to my amazement, I was getting great exercise sitting in my chair and doing it. And then I began working at Kaiser Permanente in a weight loss program. I was teaching people to get into shape and to lose weight with, of course, exercise. And you know what? We found that when they're reluctant to exercise, sitting down was a great way to do it. So those people out there that are intimidated by other forms of exercise and a little reluctant, they need to try chair dancing.
Well, let's try it.
All right.
I'm game. Now we have paper plates here, and I'm told that they're very light, but they're supposed to provide some sort of an interference or something like that.
You'll see, as we begin to exercise, we will use the paper plates, and we're going to start with the chair cha-cha this morning.
Should I be sitting on the edge of my chair?
Yes, we do want to sit up and use your abdominal muscles to pull your stomach up and in. And let's have a little cha-cha music, and we'll begin.
All right.
Let's begin going touch, touch, step. Touch, touch, step. Touch, touch, step. We'll have to give you something to do with your arms. Step.
Now, should this be vigorous?
Touch,
I mean, I'm trying to get
we're getting there.
Here, right?
Okay, now let's add cha-cha-cha to that and go cha-cha-cha. Touch, touch, cha-cha-cha. Touch, touch, cha-cha-cha. Now, underneath your kitchen table, you're doing this with your feet. Grab your plates, not your china. And now push your arms overhead. Push them up, cha-cha-cha.
I think I'm the natural.
You are terrific. Now, if you want to really get your buttocks involved, lifting up the buttocks off the chair.
Like leaning over?
Leaning and lifting slightly. Then you'll get tightening up those muscles.
Now, is this just for couch potatoes, really, or is this for somebody who really does go out and go to real aerobics classes and
really
runs,
like
that sort of thing?
I really like to think of it as an alternative or an option for anybody who's looking to exercise. Sometimes we run out of time at the end of the day, or we need to give our ankles, knees, feet, hips a rest. Boy, we can talk and do this at the same time. Are you getting out of breath at all?
No. I have to be honest, I don't feel like my heart rate's up yet. So.
Yeah, we'll be doing this, of course. The whole tape is 40 minutes.
Oh.
So you'd be working into it.
And can you lift something heavier in your hands to give you more of that?
Some people like to use a little bit of a weight, but it's really not necessary. We're going to switch gears now. This is called fans of Mozart. I want you to get your feet marching and really fan yourself. And now fan out to the side and fan. There you go. There we go. Overlap. Good.
What is this for? Arm exercise?
Arm exercise. And
how
fan
long did it take
yourself
you to come
again.
up with this?
You know, I just began being creative. All the things I did standing up, I'm doing sitting down. And fan out to the side again. And then let's fan up and around.
Now, how many people are doing something like this?
We are using this a lot through medical centers with cardiac rehab, arthritis groups, diabetic groups, so people who are needing an alternative. And I'm also working a lot with people who have injuries, problems with their knees, their back, their hips, their feet, need to keep doing aerobics.
So is this not for somebody then who really actually is in shape and has no medical problems?
You know, again, I like to think that we need to once in a while give our joints a rest. We don't want to continue to have impact on our joints because, as you know, there are times when they tell us stop. Impact aerobics are not so good for us, right? Keep going, Elizabeth.
Okay,
come on.
I'm going.
And at home, you need to push away from the coffee table. So it really is something that is an alternative that we can use anytime. I find I do it a lot of times when I just haven't had a chance to exercise. I can sit down in front of the TV set and do this. You know, I don't need to watch my video. No, you need to put my video in so you have the instruction.
Now, if you're to do this the most difficult way you can do it for as long as you can do it, what muscles are you going to feel?
You're going to really feel your thigh muscles. We do a whole routine that I'm not doing right now with this music, but crossing over, using the inner thigh, using the outer thigh, a lot of arm movement. For people that walk, this is a great balance because you're using your upper body quite a bit.
Well, and then you have these handy paper plates to go eat something as soon as you're done. It's great.
You're going to be thinking of something other than eating with these paper plates.
Great. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's called chair dancing. Jodi, thanks so much for joining us and making our morning so active. We're back in a moment right after this. This is Today on NBC.